So, you're thinking about getting a cat. Or maybe you already have one and you're wondering, does it really make a difference if a cat is male or female? Do boy cats act differently from girl cats, or is it just a myth? Some people swear that male cats are more affectionate and female cats are more independent. Others say female cats are smarter while male cats are goofier. But how much of this is actually true? In this video, we'll break down the real differences between male and female cats. Everything from personality to behavior to health concerns. And stick around until the end, because one of these differences might completely change the way you see your cat. Let's start with the biggest debate. 1. Who is more affectionate? One of the most common beliefs is that male cats are more affectionate and cuddly, while female cats are more reserved. And in many cases, this is actually true. Male cats, especially when neutered, tend to be more social and loving. They're more likely to follow their owners around, seek attention, and enjoy lap time. They often have a big baby personality, always wanting love and affection. On the other hand, female cats tend to be a little more independent. They can be just as loving, but they usually prefer affection on their terms. Instead of constantly following you around, a female cat might enjoy sitting near you but not on you. Of course, every cat is unique, but if you're looking for a clingy, attention-loving cat, a male might be your best bet. But if you prefer a cat that's affectionate but a bit more independent, a female might be the better choice. But what about playfulness? Let's talk about energy levels. 2. Who is more playful? If you want a super playful cat, you might want to consider getting a male. Male cats, especially when young, tend to be more energetic, goofy, and playful. They often retain their kitten-like behavior longer than females. Female cats, while playful as kittens, tend to mature faster and often become more reserved as they grow. They still enjoy playtime, but they're usually more strategic about it, preferring hunting-style games over random zoomies. So if you want a cat that loves to run around and act silly, a male cat might be a better fit. But if you prefer a cat that's more calculated and focused in their play, a female might be the way to go. Now let's talk about something most cat owners don't consider: territorial behavior. 3. Who is more territorial? When it comes to territorial behavior, female cats take the lead. In the wild, female cats are the ones responsible for protecting their kittens and their space. This instinct carries over into domesticated cats, making females more likely to defend their favorite spots in the house. Male cats, on the other hand, are usually more easygoing about territory, unless they're not neutered. Unneutered males are much more likely to mark their territory by spraying urine, especially if there are other cats around. So if you have multiple cats, a female might be more likely to get possessive over food bowls and sleeping spots, while an unneutered male might try to claim areas by marking them. And speaking of behavior, let's get into another key difference: vocalization. 4. Who is more vocal? Ever had a cat that won't stop meowing? Well, whether they're male or female might have something to do with it. In general, male cats tend to be more talkative, especially if they're looking for attention or food. However, female cats have their own way of being vocal, especially if they're not spayed. When a female cat is in heat, she will yowl loudly and frequently to attract a mate. If you've ever heard this, you know it can be very intense. So if you want a quieter cat, a spayed female might be the best option. But if you enjoy a chatty, expressive cat, a male might be the right fit for you. Now, let's move on to another important factor. 5. Health differences between male and female cats. While both male and female cats can live long, healthy lives, they do have some unique health risks. For male cats, one of the biggest concerns is urinary blockages. Male cats have a narrower urethra than females, making them more prone to urinary tract issues. If a male cat gets a urinary blockage, it can be life-threatening and requires immediate vet care. For female cats are at risk for reproductive-related health problems if they're not spayed, such as pyometra, a dangerous uterine infection. They're also more prone to developing mammary tumors if they remain unspayed for too long. So, whether you choose a male or female cat, getting them spayed or neutered is one of the best ways to prevent serious health issues. Now, let's address the big question. 6. Who is smarter? If you're wondering whether male or female cats are smarter, the answer depends on how you define smart. Female cats tend to be more independent thinkers. They're excellent problem solvers and often learn faster when it comes to hunting and strategic behaviors. Some people describe female cats as street smart. Male cats, on the other hand, are often more social learners. They might take longer to learn a trick, but they're usually more eager to engage with humans, making them easier to train in some cases. So if you want a cat that figures things out quickly, a female might be the better choice. But if you want a cat that enjoys learning with you, a male might be a better fit. 7. Grooming and cleanliness. Ever noticed how some cats seem to groom themselves constantly, while others not so much? Well, gender might play a role in that. Female cats tend to be more meticulous groomers. They clean themselves more frequently and are generally better at keeping their fur tidy. This behavior is linked to their natural instincts, since mother cats need to keep their kittens and nesting areas clean to avoid attracting predators. Male cats, on the other hand, can be a bit lazier when it comes to grooming. They still clean themselves, but they're not as obsessive about it as females. If you have a long-haired male cat, you might need to brush him more often to prevent matting. So, if you're looking for a cat that keeps itself extra clean, a female might be the way to go. But if you don't mind helping out with some extra brushing, a male can still be a great choice. 8. Relationship with other cats. If you're thinking of getting multiple cats, you might wonder, do male and female cats get along differently? The answer is yes! Male cats, especially neutered ones, tend to be more social and accepting of other cats. They're more likely to form strong bonds, play together, and tolerate new feline roommates. Female cats, on the other hand, can be more territorial and selective about their companions. In the wild, female cats protect their territory in kittens, so they might take longer to warm up to a new cat. That being said, every cat is different. Proper introductions and patience can help smooth out relationships between any cats, regardless of gender. 9. Hunting instincts. Who's the better hunter? Have you ever noticed that some cats are better hunters than others? Well, it turns out female cats tend to have stronger hunting instincts. In the wild, female cats are responsible for teaching their kittens how to hunt. That's why they often have better stalking, pouncing, and catching skills compared to males. They're more strategic and focused when chasing toys or real prey. Male cats still enjoy playing and hunting, but they're usually less precise and more playful about it. They might chase things around for fun, but lose interest quickly. So, if you're looking for a cat that takes hunting or playing with toys very seriously, a female might be the better choice. 10. Lifespan. Do males or females live longer? Here's an interesting fact. On average, female cats tend to live slightly longer than male cats. While both genders can live well into their late teens or even early 20s with proper care, statistics show that female cats generally have a longer lifespan. This could be because male cats are more likely to engage in risky behavior, especially if they're not neutered. Unneutered males roam more, get into fights, and are at a higher risk of injuries and infections. Meanwhile, female cats, especially spayed ones, tend to live safer, more stable lives. Of course, genetics, diet, and vet care play a huge role in lifespan. But if you're looking for a cat with a slight edge in longevity, a female might have the advantage. So, now you know the real differences between male and female cats. To sum it up, male cats tend to be more affectionate, playful, and social, while female cats are more independent, territorial, and better hunters. Female cats groom more and live slightly longer, while male cats are more easygoing and tend to get along better with other cats. But at the end of the day, every cat has a unique personality. The best way to choose a cat is based on their individual traits, not just their gender. Now, we want to hear from you. Do you have a male or female cat? Do they match the descriptions we talked about, or are they completely different? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more cat-related content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.